Ladies and gentlemen, week 8 weekly report video, season winding down. It's gone down so quick. Let's begin with rapid fire.
Alright, you're not on fire!
I knew it, you're lying! I'm fired!
There is no fire!
Bit of a lower scoring game than Team Font would have wanted, but he keeps the train rolling. Cam wasn't his usual self, but Travis Kelce finally picks up the slack. Jeremy Hill continues to make Font proud. Couple of scores up and down, but Font has found his stride, now at 5-3 on the year, and he looks to continue his push toward the offs. You go to Deef's Nuts, that has been an absolute roller coaster of a season. Niall Davis gets the start, only 2. Russell Wilson has proven to not be the quarterback that he wanted. According to our intern, Niall Davis has been cut. Tyler Eifert, he finally kept him, finally gets that 21. Mohamed Sanu tried to get that revenge game on Font. Not gonna happen.
Newly acquired Matt Asiata had a chance. He had the game in his hands, and he comes up just shy.
That's what happens when you make trades with Coach Jim during a decline. Deef's Nuts gotta figure out something.
The White Mamba seems to be finding his stride week in, week out, slowly seems to be finding his footing. From Melvin Gordon to Devontae Booker, good handcuff there for CJ Anderson. Had a couple nice plug-ins, Adam Thielen, Cameron Brate. C. Michael still continues to produce. What a pickup, what a late draft pick that was. Alex Smith is not the answer at quarterback, I can tell you that much. Moving over to Team Fish, Phillip Rivers has been so-so this year. David Johnson finally got stuffed. Still put up 14 points. Ryan Matthews seems to have lost his job. Crabtree continues to put up consistently good numbers. Terrence Williams was a bad play by Jay, and Witten also only had 8 points. Pierre Garçon, he plugs him in a week too late. Remember a couple weeks back, if he had plugged him in, he would have won. Did not. This was huge for Mamba, huge win. Not only because everyone's important, but because Odell Beckham Jr. was on a bye, and when your best player's on a bye and you can still pull out a win, very, very crucial.
Long Island Pickers, their dominant run seemingly comes to an end. This may have been the first team in history of Guru Nation where we were actually thinking about the slight possibility of them not losing a game, and Zach ends up being the one that beats them. Does that piss anybody else off? That of all the teams in the league to beat Pickers, it's Zach and his doofy lineup of scrubs and scrubettes. Brady is his team right now. Devonta Freeman, who cares?
Why?
Starts Mark Ingram, negative 1.5.
I'm sorry, Mike. Why is his picture Trent Richardson? I don't understand that.
He
quite
loves
well.
Trent for some reason.
Okay, continue.
He's still hung up about Trent Richardson. Zach Didino can't let go. His team name is still the Real Young Gun. Obviously, some kind of hang up about Dylan Jacobs.
Weird. It's weird.
Who wouldn't have separation anxiety about Dylan Jacobs? But it's beside the point. Anquan Bolden, why did you start him? Why did you pick him up? Quincy Enunwa, good move. That's the only compliment you'll get. 127 is an aberration. You go to his bench, and his bench went off too. Enough said. You go to Long Island Pickers, and you put up 100 and lose. It sucks. Greg Olson, 1.6. Wow. That came out of nowhere. This was the one week where you didn't have that boom from multiple players that we have accustomed to see. Vikings D put up only 3, the anchor. That's what happens. Has Long Island Pickers been exposed? I guess we'll find out soon.
Swan Squad pulls out a nice victory with scoring 117 points. Matt Forte continues to produce for him. Kirk Cousins is maybe his answer at quarterback, it seems. Brandon Marshall is still not on page with the quarterbacks. Chris Thompson, who I believe he acquired or shipped. He shipped Chris Thompson after the week. He did put up 6 points for him. Marvin Jones finally did not put up double digits. Rob Gronkowski continues to be a beast. And what a find Terrell Pryor Sr. has been for Twan Squad. Big props to him. Seahawks did put up 10. Moving over to New England Porches, what a mess this team has become. It's tough to look at this lineup. Jameis Winston put up 18. Latavius Murray put up a measly 9 points. Fat Rob Kelly in London puts up 15 out of nowhere. Twan was a little confused about who Fat Rob was at the time, but he soon found out. Allen Robinson, with the amount of volume and targets he's getting, and he only puts up 10 points, is very disappointing. He has not lived up to the hype. Jordy Nelson, nice bounce-back game. Kobe Fleener seems to be in and out of that offense weekly. Eric Ebron produces finally for a fantasy team in the last 20 years. And Eagles D only puts up 2. Overall, nice win for Twan Squad. New England Porches falls to 2-6.
For weeks now, Font and I have been complaining about where is the real Mark Hamilhar? Where is the consistency? Where is the scoring? Over the past couple of weeks, Mark has answered our questions. He has been on a warpath, now taking on the perennial top 5 team MMED. Derek Carr, MVP candidate, 37 points. Frank Gore continues to be solid pick, very nicely done. AJ Green leads the league in receiving yards. Jonathan Stewart, 23. A very nice performance from Say My Namath, who is rising in this league. MMED, I mean, what can you say? Perennial top 5. They may or may not still be in the top 5 at the end of this week. Matt Ryan, 24. DeMarco, 19. Bears, this nice work from the special teams, just not enough to take out Say My Namath. They still score a lot of points. That's why they're up there. They need a big bounce back next week.
This was not a great week from Team Jacobs, but we're going to give him a clap anyway. Even when the kid loses, he loses with class. Puts up 78 burger this week, not his hottest performance. James White and LeGarrette Blount finally did not produce for him at his first time in since they've been starting together. Demaryius put up 10. Julio was shut down by Green Bay, surprisingly. Gary Barnidge has not been the Gary Barnidge of last year. Devontae Adams, what a find for Team Jacobs. We were kind of ripping this move last week. We paid a lot for him, but it seems that Devontae Adams is a fixture in that Green Bay offense now, so nice move. Jacobs, TCP moving over. Chris Ivory should not be starting in this league. He should not. I don't care if it's a 14-team league. Chris Ivory is barely breathing. He's not a good player. He should not be starting this league. TJ Yeldon should run away with that job, but that's beside the point. Isaiah Crowell put up 13 points. Up and down season continues. Willie Snead finally getting it back a little bit. Jameson Crowder, if there's one nice play to take out of this, it's going to be Jameson Crowder. Dez Bryant finally gets healthy. Overall, very underwhelming performance from both teams. TCP pulls out a win. Still in the hunt.
Font believed in Daniel Justino, and look what happens. A 132 burger from the debuting Danny Joseph, the greatest debut by far in the history of this nation. Aaron Rodgers, 34. CJ Precise, 12.
Hassett who?
Hassett wouldn't have made that move.
Hassett who?
17.6 for Diggs. 20 for the Panthers D.
They want to play for a manager like Danny Joseph, not for some scumbag like
bring in
Hassett.
Danny Joseph and the Panthers D comes alive. Absolutely incredible. Danny Justino here to stay. You on to the flatlining Coach Jim McElwain, who starts Peyton Barber. Coach Jim starts Peyton Barber. He gets .1.
I think Goodman was going with, I hope he's inactive so that they can try to kick me out of League 2 because I'm David Goodman.
Amari Cooper.
I'm Coach Jim.
Amari Cooper and Jordan Howard combined for 60. Not enough. David Goodman. Knee can't buy a win.
Help me, Oprah Winfrey!
Our Come On Man of the Week, decided by me, myself, and our intern. I mean, me, my friend Michael here, and our intern, is going to be the Long Island Pickers organization. Now, okay, first thing is you hear me say Long Island Pickers organization, you think I'm just going to rip on them for no good reason. However, I actually have some facts this week. Okay. Long Island Pickers, this was brought to us by our intern. Long Island Pickers picks up... Fuck, who do they pick up? Intern. Long Island Pickers picks up Anton Smith for $26. Okay? Long Island Pickers trades Anton Smith was it hours or the next day for a kicker. Why would you not... Dan Bailey is not going to produce more than what a waiver wire kicker would produce for you. Do we agree on that, Mike? I mean,
I agree.
If you're a kicker not named Adam Vinatieri, you're putting up about 8 to 9 points a week. That's pretty much the way it goes. It's pretty much the standard. So it's just kind of a head scratcher why you would pretty much pay $26 for Dan Bailey, because that's exactly what it is.
I'd never pay over $5 for a kicker.
For a kicker, $5 is a lot for a kicker, I believe. So a little head scratcher. Maybe they're just because they have money to spend, they think they can do stuff like that. Could potentially come back to bite them in the end. The next move I would like to talk about is James Starks. Now, it's not entirely clear to me why they picked up James Starks. Mike, do you have an idea of why they would do that?
He's a name.
No, but he's hurt. Is he coming back?
Listen, the Long Island Pickers organization at this point it's just a dick measuring contest at this point. They want to see how far they can. They want to make the stupidest moves possible to get a reaction. They've done it. We're talking about it on the weekly. Congratulations, Dombo of Connor James.
I didn't need material to mention how much I hate Dombo in this weekly. Okay,
Listen,
but he gave it to us.
Save it for Turkey Bowl.
So that is our Come On Man of the Week.
Oh, Evans, you gotta hold on to that.
Evans has Vaseline all over his hands.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your main event of the evening. Now would be the precise time to put the kids to bed. We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. Things may be said that may never be taken back again. The most anticipated interview of all time. Coach Jim
I look
is on the
about
line.
this interview.
Now, we thought we put the whole dentist system to bed last week. Goodman's the only one who gives a shit, so...
I did not agree to this interview. I was just thrusted into this interview.
Oh, and here we go. Coach Jim is live. Coach Jim is here.
Where are your air tanks there, Goody?
I'm not even gonna be moderating this. You two go for as long as you. You two go for as long as you want. I will not say a damn thing.
Get the oxygen, baby.
What did you say? I can't fucking hear you.
Nothing. We keep moving.
What a fucking play!
Wait, Bray touchdown! Cameron Bray touchdown!
Our intern Dan has started.
Was he touched?
God, I hope so.
Oh my God!
Look at this catch, first of all.
Oh, he's.
I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know.
All right, let's get this interview over
Let's
with
get this over with,
fast
boys.
as possible.
Hot front, boys.
His name is Cleat. I don't know if that.
Talk your feelings out, boys.
I need to hear, Goodman, what is on your mind? Because it's been another week and another obnoxious comment in our chat. Another week and another undisclosed fine that we won't get into detail about. Based off of these.
Hey, I'm like Michael Bennett. I just talk the truth.
Okay. What is on your mind, David? So we can, because we all want to make you happy. So,
Oh,
so what is on your mind? Please tell us.
well, Dennis should be back in the league. It's that simple.
No.
No offense to Justino. He had a fair win. I mean, Dennis would have won
You
that
started
game
Peyton
regardless.
Barber, you motherfucker.
All he did was put in CJ Process, which was a good move, but still, he would have won by 10.
Peyton
How are
Barber.
you going to put that all on just Dennis for not carrying by putting in Olin Starqual 1 week? Okay, yeah, that was bad.
Okay.
Not like everyone else hasn't had bad lineups here and there, plugging in bad guys. I had Peyton Barber in last week. Like, you gotta be kidding me with
I
that.
said that about 30 seconds ago.
So,
You
I
didn't know.
want to hear what you have to say, Font, because your argument is very invalid.
How is my argument invalid? We're gonna put this to bed right now. Okay, there have been
I'm getting nothing here.
many media outlets
You're still on, Goodman.
going about this story,
Yeah.
looking into this story. Okay, the bottom line is Dennis Hassett.
I admit it was a bad play.
Dennis-
He had 14 the week before.
Okay, my turn to speak. She had her time. She had her time. She had her time. My turn. My turn. She's way over 2 minutes, Chris. Way over 2 minutes. My turn to talk. That was my Hillary debate. My turn, Hillary. Okay? Here's the thing. Okay? Dennis Hassett has had multiple opportunities to care about this league.
What the hell is going on here?
Oh my god.
I believe our connection might.
We're a startup podcast,
Yeah,
man.
we're
We don't have the
getting
best
some fuzzy
technology,
shit right
all
now.
right?
Oh, you're still here, so let's talk.
Technology is not working.
Dennis,
Dude, you guys keep cutting in and out.
all right, David. Now that you asked your question, I'm going to answer for the people, and I don't really care if you're here. You can see in the weekly. Okay, you can hang up that phone. Actually, we're done.
I'm still here. I
All
like
right.
this. I like this.
We are not done. See, he's already running away. No.
I'm not running away. The connection's poor.
It's good now.
I'm not hanging up.
Oh, he's here.
Let me get this
I'm
obnoxious.
here to talk.
Let me answer this obnoxious question, then, please. Please let me answer. Okay.
Sure.
Dennis Hassett has had multiple opportunities to continue to be a member in this league. He's had some ups, he's had some downs in this league. But when asked if he wanted to be in this league, he did not give a clear-cut answer. And when told to continue checking, he said his season's over. He's not checking anymore. So when I hear that as a co-commissioner, me and my commissioner decided the best for this league is for Dennis Hassett not to be in it. I don't know about you, David, but guys like me, and I know Didino, and I know Mamba, and I know maybe Porsche, I don't know, check their lineups very frequently. And I'm talking
Yeah,
2 to 3 times.
a day.
2 to 3 times a day I'm looking, okay?
Yeah, same.
Religiously, okay? Dennis Hassett, it was a struggle for Dennis Hassett to pick up a player to put him in to play on Sunday at 1 o'clock. That is not the kind of person I want in my league. Not in my league. In the league, the greatest league in Mepham High School, Guru Nation. I am...
Yeah, we're out of Mepham now. Let's not get hung up on that.
Listen, Coach Jim. Listen, okay? Listen to me. Listen to me. Pump up the oxygen
listening.
so you can hear me, okay? I don't know if your brain is understanding. Maybe you gotta get enough oxygen up there right now. Can we plug him up, Mrs. Goodman?
Yeah.
Now listen. I like Dennis Hassett, okay?
I don't know about that. I think
I don't think so.
I like Dennis Hassett, and I'm gonna tell you right now. Are you gonna let this go? Because if you don't let this go,
it's gonna be a problem.
it's gonna be an issue. There's gonna be.
Oh.
You're gonna owe me your house by after I'm done finding you. Okay?
Your Robin is no more. Your Robin is gone.
This year, who beat you? Who beat you? I beat you.
Okay, you're missing the point here, David Goodman. David, please, the auction's running out. We need committed members in this league, okay? And I speak for everyone when I say Dennis Hassett was not committed to this league. And if you're gonna fight that you are lying to yourself, because Dennis didn't care about this league. Dennis had multiple opportunities to care about this league, and he didn't. Now you're next.
0-7.
Now you're 0-7, and there's a reason you're 0-7. I'm a firm believer in if you constantly check and constantly handcuff your backs, which is such a rookie thing that he did not do also. If you should admit the first thing you do is handcuff your running backs.
Yeah, at McKinnon.
Oh my God, Dave, we're not talking about your team right now. Okay, listen.
I'm agreeing with you, you dumbass.
I'm not. Wow, I'm surprised. Now, that was another thing that Dennis didn't do. Okay. Now, Dennis was 0-7, and there's a reason for it. Is because he didn't do the little mediocre things that you need to do in order, like handcuffing your back and playing active players every week. Okay. Now, the issue is that now you think Dennis Hassett should receive his refund. Is that true?
Partially.
Okay, well, that's not what you said in chat, but
Well, there's also been a 5-day buffer time to reflect.
the reason Dennis Hassett will not be getting his
$100 down the drain.
the reason Dennis Hassett will not be
You
getting
should at least let him finish out.
the reason Dennis Hassett will not be getting his money back is because if we give the money back, we're enabling the next person to do that. We're enabling a Porch to start doing that. We're enabling a Jacobs to maybe start doing that. We're enabling a Goodman to possibly just, we're enabling Goodman to say, I'm 0-7. Give me my money back. Fuck this league.
Wait, no. But when you kick someone out of a league,
You-
because they're 0-7, you should.
There's a reason he's 0-7. You're not listening. There's a reason he's 0-7.
And you went winless last year.
That's all the time we have for David Goodman tonight. We appreciate.
No.
We appreciate.
No. You're hiding from my question now. You're hiding from my question.
You know what?
What
We're
is
gonna
it,
have
Hillary?
30 seconds left.
How
Final
come you weren't
statements.
kicked out of the league when you were 0-7 then? You were 0-7. You went winless for a year. You can't say anything to Dennis.
David, I'm gonna respond to this question, and this interview is over. Okay. Yes, I did go 0-13.
That's fine. I want a response for.
I
going
went.
winless for a whole year.
I went defeated.
Contradictingly
Okay, David.
out someone for being 0-7.
David, stay with me here, David. I went 0-13, and I admittedly agree to that. Okay, The Pursuit. You know, you've seen it. You've heard about it. You've read it in the newspaper. Okay. I went 0-13. Does not mean I did not continue to check my teams, and it does not mean I played inactive players. Now, if Dennis, I'm telling you right now, if Dennis had active players every week and was competitive and cared and traded and picked up guys, we wouldn't. If he was 0-7, and if he was 0-7 and he still continued to check and do things like that,
I'm here. Don't worry.
he'd still be in this league. The reason he's not is because he wasn't checking frequently enough. He was not handcuffing his back. He wasn't doing the little things that are crucial if you want to be part of this league. David Goodman, that's all the time we have for you. We appreciate you coming on. Thanks for the time. Not much else to say to you,
This
David.
is the end of the Dennis Hassett story. Daniel Justino, fine replacement. David Goodman, we thank you. We love you. Well, maybe no. Maybe that was going a little too far.
Thank God that's over.
I just ruined this segment. Okay, well, the fact of the matter is,
God that's over.
he's gone.
He's
This-
he's definitely a Hillary supporter, I'll tell you that much. It is the Money Watch. Budgets remaining for each team. Reading down the list, Team Justino finally starting to use some of that budget that Dennis Hassett never used. Good for him. Bettering his team by using that budget. New England Porches still has $120 left. TCP, $100 left. Deep's Nuts getting a little short. Getting a little short of cash, only $58 left. Team Jacobs, wow, only has $25 left. MMED only has 16. I only have $10 remaining. It is getting tougher and tougher. I'm noticing to grab a guy even for say $20 because I don't have $20. So it's not easy right now for me. Three smallest budgets remaining. Team Font at 10. MMED at 16. MMED and Jay Ajayi at 16. And Team Jacobs at $25.
Yeah, I gotta learn to become a higher roller myself. I tried to get Shakandrick West this week. It just didn't put enough on him. Should have put on more. It's a learning curve. I think next year I'll be a lot better. But one number that speaks out to me is Team Fish at $173. What have you? We love you, Fish. What have you been doing?
We love ya. But 173, you should have went out this week and fucking picked up Charkandrick West at the airport. You could have had him so easily.
I think Mark
invest.
I think Mark got him for $81.
20 of those dollars are spent on Jeremy Curley.
20 of the... Ooh, really?
Our intern Dan is really earning his keep here. He says 20 of those... I'm not great with math. 20 of those $27 was spent on Jeremy Curley. Interesting. So essentially, Team Fish has his whole budget left. Very interesting. Team Fish, go delve into something.
So 4 weeks left in the season. Fish,
Fish, you gotta
do
spend
something.
a little, man. I know you got that signing bonus. Spend it. We flew in our Roto World trade expert analyst in, Dan Coster. Thanks for coming on, the White Mamba. We appreciate you taking the time out of your day, your long, busy day. First trade I'd like to talk about this week happened Tuesday, November 1st at 9:01 a.m. Doug Baldwin, Jeremy Maclin traded to Danny Joseph. Danny Joseph trades Dak Prescott and Kelvin Benjamin. Thoughts on this trade, Mamba?
First glance, you're trying to find out who the best player is in the deal, and I believe it's Kelvin Benjamin.
That's why you're the expert.
I think he's going to pop a very healthy schedule upcoming, and Dads also gets his quarterback. Maclin and Baldwin, they just haven't done it this year, and
we've been Dan, we've been waiting for Maclin to just
exactly.
We've been
He's
waiting.
had so many good matchups, and he hasn't done anything.
It's week 9.
They just don't throw it to him. I mean,
maybe a change of scenery will do him good.
I could understand where Danny G's coming from here. He gets he wants Derp's guys out. So
Get him out. He wants to put his own
new regimen.
New regime.
So he gets his guys. I mean, we'll see what Maclin and Baldwin could do. If they're anything like they're supposed to be, it'll be interesting to see. But
for right now, I would say Danny Joseph wins this trade.
You think?
Agreed, fine.
I don't know. I think Doug Baldwin and Jeremy Maclin have more upside than Kelvin Benjamin, and that's the way I'm looking at it. I think Dak Prescott is not going to be his starting quarterback. I think Russell Wilson's the starting quarterback. So he must have gotten Dak Prescott for a bye, I'm guessing. Is the Seahawks on a bye soon?
Well, Prescott plays the Browns this week. So
it's interesting. I mean, like we said, Team Bedino is playing week to week. He needs to win out pretty much. So looking at it now, it may make sense for Mike on the short term.
Just got to see how this one plays out, really.
Exactly. Next trade happened Wednesday, November 2nd at 11:28 a.m. Twan squad in dire need of a running back at the entire season. Has been blowing up phone lines all season for a running back. Twan squad trades Brandon Marshall and Chris Thompson, and he receives in return from Mark Jonathan Stewart and his handcuff Cameron Artis Payne, former Fawn. Now, first glance, I think that absolutely Twan wins this trade. The reason I think Twan wins this trade is because I think Jonathan Stewart's going to go on a tear now. I think he's healthy. He missed a couple weeks. He's healthy now. He's gotten like 20 touches the last 2 weeks. Marshall has been complete roller coaster. Don't know what's going on with that offense. Dan, what do you think about this trade?
I think Twan made a gorgeous move. Gorgeous. Twan, his running backs have been shaky, right?
Shaky.
The Chris Thompsons of the world have been thrown in there. He gets a
your Mike Davises of the world.
He gets a solid running back in Jonathan Stewart.
Yes.
Who has a healthy schedule upcoming. And you might say the same for Brandon Marshall, but it doesn't matter because Fitzpatrick is the worst quarterback I have ever seen. Fun fact for you, my parents got me a Ryan Fitzpatrick jersey for Christmas last year, and I said, what the fuck? But moving on. Is it burned?
Not yet. It's doused in lighter fluid.
I'll do the honors.
Now, I would say Jonathan Stewart is going to produce Brandon Marshall the rest of the season. I think running backs are more valuable than wide receiver, and wide receiver, if it's not, your Antonios or your Julios, they're not going to be very consistent. Brandon Marshall's getting old. Doesn't have it anymore.
Also,
go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Also, Camel's running backs now. It's Frank Gore and help me out here. Frank Gore and Spencer Charkandrick, the Chiefs
Yes.
running backs.
Whoever
That's
is.
all he has. So
However, what?
trust in old man Gore and
Right.
I mean,
But we've been saying, man. I say this. We say this all the time. Gore he's been bound to just break down one of these weeks, one of these years, and he hasn't done it. So why not? Why can't he finish out the season as an RB2?
he's got to have a lot of faith in those guys.
I think between Charkandrick West and Spencer Ware, now that Charles is out for the year, I think he'll be okay. I think Mark. I think Camel continues to just plug it in, figures it out, and this definitely does benefit Twan though. I like Jonathan Stewart on Twan's
The way
squad.
I look at it, it's much easier to pick up a wide receiver and throw a dart than it is a running back.
There's not many.
So-
There's no starting or handcuff running backs on the free agents. I mean, it's just not going to happen in the 14-team league. I mean, you've got too many gurus in this league, and nice trade, Twan. I'm proud of you. You held in there, and I almost got Brandon Marshall from you once, and he stuck with his gut, and he wanted more, and he got it. Jonathan Stewart is a nice piece for you. Final trade of the week. Jason Foley trades Dan Bailey and receives a starting running back. Wait, did I say that right?
Starter?
He trades Dan Bailey and receives a starting running back. Yes, this is maybe a 1 week, maybe a 2 series start because he fumbled recently. However, oh my God, Brian Porcelli has some anger issues. I can hear
He's
him
going
screaming.
full on Bobby Knight upstairs.
I can hear him up there, Jesus. But we already talked about this trade, the Come On Man of the Week. Mamba, just can you bring this whole thing full circle, please?
I confronted the Pickers about it, and they said, "Oh, good point." When I mentioned, "Why didn't you just pick up a kicker?"
Good point.
Yeah, I think
It's tough. It's tough to see a team like that, 7-1,
it
and
blows-
a
blows-
guru like yourself,
blows my mind. honestly.
struggling to reach the Mendoza line. It is incredibly tough to watch.
Aren't these kids majoring in like economics and they're making moves like that?
Yeah.
He's got.
I mean, it also goes with guys like Cohanes. You know, he's studying aerodynamic shit or whatever it is. Very, very smart stuff. And he's 3-5.
Yeah, and he can't.
2-7.
He
Is
can't
What is
figure
he?
out who his running back is week to week.
It's a struggle. It's a struggle. We would like to thank our Roto World expert for taking some time. Dan Coster, good luck this week. Best of luck. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. Your check is in the mail.
Well, we reached about hopefully the halfway point. Either way, it's time to preview Jemias. Wait a minute. Oh, it's taking go! Woo! Wow! You notice how to slide.
Guys.
Bring up the board. Alright, week 9 matchups. We will begin Real Young Gun versus the White Mamba. I don't believe in the real Young Gun. I've said that plenty of times. White Mamba gets their 5th win of the season. New England Porches versus Team Fontanella. I have blindly picked myself every single week, and it's not going to stop now. I think I got the stuff to take out Font in an upset. Say My Namath versus Long Island Pickers. Very interesting game. Say My Namath is surging, and I think it'll continue. I think Pickers will suffer his first losing streak of the season. Team Jacobs, Twan Squad, 2 5-3s. I'll go with Twan Squad. I think he's making moves. Coach Jim versus MM. Wait, was Coach? Did we say Coach? No, we said Didino and Fish was game of the week, right? Okay. Coach.
about a minute ago.
I can't, because I thought I forgot, beforehand, because we talked about this earlier. All right. Coach Jim, MMED. Coach Jim is just desperate for a win right now, and I think he'll get it. I think Goodman will get that win back. MMED under 500, and Team Justino, TCP. Surprisingly, I believe TCP might be on a winning streak. I can't remember, but who would have thought they'd be 3-5 at this point? At the bottom of the barrel, power rankings wise, Another cash for Cameron Brate. And I think you gotta go keep the Danny Justino train rolling. And I think Justino, the magic continues. Font your picks.
My picks this week, Real Young Gun and the White Mamba. Mamba's going to win this week. Going to improve to 5-4. Zach's 5-4. It's very, very tight in the standings. New England Porches versus Team Fontanella. I have Jeremy Hill on a bye this week. I have Shady's hamstrings who are hurting him. I have Cardinals D on a bye. And I have somebody else on a bye. I have DeAndre Hopkins on a bye. Nuke. There's going to be no nukes in this week's lineup. I'm going to lose this week. It's going to be tough. I'm going to become 5-4, like many other teams are in this league. Porch wins. Needs to win out, but he could still be in it. Say My Name versus Long Island Pickers. Long Island Pickers goes on their first losing streak of the season.
We're both on that.
It may be all downhill from here. They may have peaked mid-season. We'll see. Say My Name is surging, like you said. I like Say My Name to pull out the win. Team Jacobs versus Twan Squad. Twan Squad with his newly acquired running back. I think Twan Squad's going to win this week. I love Dill Jacobs. Twan Squad has been very quiet. Haven't talked about Twan a lot this year, but he's 5-3. I mean, he's up there with the big boys, and he will win this week. Team Jacobs still very much alive. Coach Jim versus MMED. MMED loses. They think they're hot shit now. They're 4-4. They're going to become 4-5. Coach Jim, as much as I like to disagree with Coach Jim on many issues, will win this week. Become 6-3. And Team Justino versus TCP. You all know where I'm going with this one. Team Justino just absolutely hops, skips, and jumps to a win. Absolutely crushes TCP. Team Justino. Guys, oh my God, your brother's so annoying. Team Justino, new faces in that locker room. They all want to play for Danny Joseph. I like Team Justino to win this week, 111-77. Game of the week this week is between two of our most veteran members, Team Pescado versus Deef Nuts. This is a very big week, solely because I cannot fathom what Mike Didino's going through right now. If Mike Didino falls to 3-6, his season, I'm going to say, is over. He needs to start racking up wins and racking them up soon.
And he believes that Austin Hooper will deliver that win, apparently.
Bringing me to my next point. If you are fighting for your playoff lives, you're starting Austin Hooper. The guy bagged my groceries this morning at Stop and Shop. I don't understand it. Confused. The guy is pathetic.
Oh my God.
I wanna root for Didino so bad, but you started Austin Hooper.
Austin Hooper. Then you go to the Team Pescado.
Then you go to Team Pescado. It's also not very appealing. But I'm gonna say, based off of the that's a very stupid play, and I think Austin Hooper is gonna throw up a goose egg tonight. He's already got beaten out by Toilolo. Toilolo has already scored a touchdown tonight. Team Deef Nuts gonna lose, fall 3-6. Season over. Jason will stay alive. This will be a very low-scoring affair. Jay's going to win about 88 to about 74.
Well, we've played only 8 games so far this year, and I can't tell how many times we've been here where Team Font is talking about. Jeez, shut the fuck up, Brian. That what happens if Didino loses? What happens if he loses? His season might be over if he loses this game. What has happened every single time we've said that? Commish has won. I don't know how he's going to do it, but the Commish will find a way. I don't know how. I really don't know how, but I'm going by how the season has went. The one game that I disagree with Font on this week, I think Deef's Nuts gets a win in a very low-scoring game.
Feel the power.
Feel the power. Indeed, it is that time again. Power rankings.
Bridgeport?
Well, that's just gonna be about it for this week. Font, send us off.
I'd like to apologize to all the members watching this. We had an obligation to bring David Goodman onto this screen tonight. Not a pretty sight to watch. We apologize again. We are trying to be as fair as possible as far as the Dennis Hassett situation goes. We are trying to hear all sides of the story, but I know my truth. Let's just say that. We know our truth. Dennis knows his truth. That being said, very big, pivotal, crucial week for a lot of teams. This is the week that will either continue towards the playoff hunt or maybe end your season a little early or can maybe start wrapping up your season. Very crucial time of the year. I think we both can agree on that. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck this week. We will see y'all next week.